From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. This is Coleman. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No.
To throw is Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They're able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52. I'm on. Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 48 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Check curls. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Focus, defense.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins rolling, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 22, check, 22,
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 54. Hey.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady This one complete to Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet in bounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 in bounds in the NFL.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's
hey, yo, I ain't gonna be on long, yo. I gotta get up early as a bitch tomorrow.
And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach
I get off at 2 o'clock tomorrow, though.
Every possession with a kick.
And I'm off Tuesday, so I got my whole day for real.
In this case, it's been 3s.
I'm in a Madden game right now. As soon as I'm done this, I get a couple games in, but then I'm getting off.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins
man,
offense.
y'all niggas ain't played that shit since niggas told me download it, man.
Offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
I don't see nobody on that bitch.
And he might go all the way.
That nigga ran that bitch all the way back.
Darius Geis, 76 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up.
Boy, is it all that fussing and now you're knocked the fuck out.
All the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
But, excuse me.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Throwing now is Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember. They had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On third down, Haskins. And he finds McCoy. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fucking pushed him.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Brady.
And he dropped it. Damn.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more. Yeah, exactly.
I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinary.
Fuck, I'm challenging that.
When they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation
he burnt the shit out that nigga.
Batted away.
That's cool though.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. So they're forced to
Falling
punt
out
on
or a
fourth
pick.
as this one's away.
Fumble
On the return is
Damn,
Pettis.
missed.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check right 54. Right 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Haskins to throw it, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They run with Thompson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, I need to stop.
Let's go, let's go. And we got
I think it's a
number
run.
53, Mike 53. Let's go.
4th down, here's Haskins.
Yes, got to stop. Fuck you talking about?
The run is
Got to
turned
stop.
away on 4th and goal from the 2.
Let's go.
And the Patriots get the football back.
Stop that nigga on the 2-yard line. Fuck you thought, nigga. I'm staying undefeated. At least I'm trying to. I'm 4-0. I'm trying to be 5-0.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their
defense holding it down for me.
They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
You missed the
Yeah,
block.
because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Return your fourth, 97 overall.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's get it.
About 10 points for 3 games. 16 for 2, and then 15 for 1.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady.
Let's go.
He's got Sanu. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25
we're
of the
going to
24.
the right,
18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground.
Damn, he blocked the shit out of that nigga.
He
pushed the shit out of his ass. Oof. Good fucking block.
Take the knee there.
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
I got 30. It's 35 seconds left.
1978. I think it was in November.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Here comes Pettis on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Stephon Gilmore first pick. Oh,
somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there.
Don't have enough time. You don't have. Oh shit!
One final shot for Haskins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
All right, my game over.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Patriots, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
5-0.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.
That defense is something vicious, boy.